A lot of people have been hitting me up saying they want to see what I think about Ab and Preach going after Fresh and Fit again for the 1000th time. Whatever. I'm not going to judge you based on the amount of times you talk about somebody. Who cares? But when you're not actually talking about nothing, like there's like nothing happening, and you're doing it clearly just to be able to make money, which is against YouTube terms of service. You can't blatantly tell people you're only going after somebody for money. ABBA did that. Went on vacation, talking about some boys being boys, right? Trying to go after Fresh and Fit. They on vacations with their shirts off. It's just hanging out with the boys. Talking about some thank you to Fresh and Fit. We're able to afford this. So you admitting that everything Fresh and Fit said was correct. Let's get straight into this. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And also check me out on Kick. Link should be somewhere. And check me out on Twitch. All right, let's get into this. Don't forget to subscribe. Check to make sure you're still subscribed. This is nasty. Well, let's see what they had to say.
It's now up to 72. Yeah, now we're gonna keep going. Number 73 right here.
Need to box me. No, mother. Preach can't fight all your battles. And we'll
He's bragging about that? My bad.
show you guys all the text messages. That's one of the biggest lies that they tell to this day, saying that we ran away from the boxing match. We lied to you guys. That was never his fucking wife.
You know, Myron was getting upset, so then he decided to open up a video on us.
Look at Myron showing up in our live stream chats, huh? Yapping away. You mad? You mad?
We got AI pictures in.
How old are you? I'm not trying to pause this too crazy because this is a long video. I do need to pause this a lot because I haven't preached copyright strikes people. Whenever you disagree with them and you're reacting to the videos, they will strike you. Unless you're D Chanel, you can do whatever you want. They just, you ain't gonna get no strike from ABBA and Reach. Right? These are nasty people. Super nasty. But yeah, fam, like, how old are you? Like, you always try to like make it seem like you hold this higher ground of like being so more mature, like much more mature than the rest of the people that you're speaking on. But then the first thing that you could come up with is, you mad? You mad? How old are you? That's a teenager argument. Look, you mad? I'm right because he's mad. What? This is nasty. But whatever, you don't like red pill community or mansphere. Like, I wonder why people would be trying to take down the mansphere. It's not as if there's a war against masculinity where people don't want men to be strong and have strong thought. Nah, they want you to be purple pilled like these guys. They want you to be like ABBA and Preach. This is mad disgusting. It's blatant, right? The same thing I see that they're doing to conservatives. They're doing to people who are somewhat red pill, but more so mansphere. Yes. They're trying to get us out of here.
Yeah, that was corny as That's corny as
Hey, don't I look like DC Cormier? Don't I look like the DC like that?
This nigga said DC Cormier. Didn't you Cormier? My bad. Like, I thought he did MMA. I thought he was like a martial artist. You don't know? Sorry, it's glitching.
I look like Daniel Cormier on that shit. I ain't mad at it. Made me look like a UFC fighter.
So I always like it because, you know, Myron gets very upset and very heated every time, and then I have a good laugh. So why don't we play the video of Myron?
Bro, wait. Look at the painting behind me. The real painting is supposed to be a lady. That's
why you got the Aunt Jemima hat on. Yo, Preach get more feminine and more feminine the more I watch the videos to react to. He got the Aunt Jemima
the
on.
white dude. What kind of AI are you using? This ain't Sora.
That is true. It's a black woman too, but you know how he feels about them.
Yes.
He said, I don't care. Even in my jokes, get them
white.
He put a white dude
That's
instead of
disgusting.
a black one. This is not going to help him out on this video.
Oh my God.
That's a good catch. That's a good catch.
Great.
Let's go ahead and start this timeline right from the beginning. We're gonna go back to 2021. April 26, 2021.
Whoa. That's not the start of this timeline.
That's not where it started. That's not where it started.
We don't really talk about this much because it's kind of boring to get into details. But since he brought up the timeline, I always like to do. So before we even met these guys, a lot of you guys don't know this, and he didn't include in his narrative, that before I ever met this guy, before we ever went on his podcast, a month before, he decided to get on a podcast and be a little spicy. And I'll explain why, because I'm going to, for the first time, do a little bit of behind the scenes, okay? But here it is. I'm gonna pull it up on screen.
I'm gonna take a bit from everybody, and I was like kind of like taking notes in my head. All
right. So you can see right there, it says March 7th, 2021. We didn't go on the podcast, or me specifically, until the next month afterwards. Okay, and you guys can hear what he said for himself.
This is what I think. They ain't in it like we are. You know what I'm saying? They took what they needed, got the clout, got the girls. Now you know what? I can start to observe some of these blue pill ideals that I used to have. Anybody that has common sense understands that the RP and everything else like that, alpha, beta, all these, they're placeholder terms to explain things. It doesn't necessarily mean, we're all here watching the Matrix. Red pill, blue pill, purple pill. No, you idiot. Like, stop being stupid. It's simply an analogy to help people understand the differences between the truth, the lies, etc.
So to be clear, right now, he's talking about me specifically, but it's fine.
He was in the middle of his RP awakening, but he didn't fully take it in. There it is. And he doesn't understand. If this guy was to meet a bad chick, he will still get taken to the cleaners. As much as he wants to prenup all of this stuff, he ain't ready.
I want y'all to pay attention to how he acted when I asked him about the comments he had made before I ever came on the podcast. Again, I never spoke with this guy. He was talking spicy, saying I'd get fucking taken over by a girl, that, he called me an idiot, stupid. Oh, you guys are married?
You are the guy that jumped into the bushes to hide from a female that stood you up that same day who was walking with another man. They stopped the car and laughed at you. How are you acting like you above what he said? In fact, you're acting mad sensitive. You mad? Hey, wouldn't that be what you would say? You mad? Oh, you mad, huh? That's what they should have did to your face. They should have just asked you if you was mad over and over again. Because clearly, that's an acceptable debate tactic.
And then he played some little...
In the world
I felt like we were kind of blue-pilled, right?
Reach.
I don't remember what show was this one?
This was on Rolo Donovan. We were all together.
Donovan Sharp's live.
We did a video about basically the red pit.
Shout out to Fresh.
Sound like you don't remember.
Myron's trying to escape accountability and any kind of
or he could just possibly not remember because you're not that important.
What show was this on? Nigga, you said that shit like a month ago. Shut the fuck up. But Fresh couldn't skip. I remember when you was talking shit about him. He threw some right. Those are right on.
You think, nigga, I don't remember what I said about you in a reaction to you a month ago. I don't remember that. What? No, you have to remember. Like, this is some real feminine energy. Nigga, you weren't a thought.
The bus.
We've got so many streams, bro. I'm trying to remember which one.
I remember.
Oh man,
I remember. Oh, me. I remember. It was. He threw him under the bus. He was driving.
Yes.
Picking coconuts from Barbados.
And also, you guys might not remember this era. This is the era where Myron was accepting his balding nature. And he just looked different. Now he's got the Indian hairline. He pushed the shit far forward. And you guys might not recognize this person, but that is indeed.
So we gonna act like Preach didn't cut his dreads because the same reason? We gonna act like the camera angles wasn't positioned in a way where we couldn't see the top of Preach's dome? We just gonna act like he ain't sitting there with the Angel Mama on right now. But also, kid? Like, this is so, like, I guess they're not gonna let me say this. There's some beta energy right here. Let's make fun of the guy for natural masculine traits through adulthood that men have to go through. Oh, look, you're balding. Oh, that's so funny. How old are they? And this is who these leftists are like raising up to, like, these are the highest intellectual thinkers, Aber and Preach.
I'm Fuddle.
I'm trying to remember. I would say
look at the live stream chat. They're all laughing at him. Look at this dude. And this is what I mean. A lot of content creators do this, right? They'll talk spicy before you know each other. And then when you even ask them about it, they're like, I have amnesia. I don't even care. But just stand on what the fuck you say.
You care enough to remember every single... Nigga, these guys are streaming constantly. Bro. Fresh and Fit are streaming like for hours upon hours and doing all types of other stuff. They have businesses off of YouTube. Now, what did you say about me for that nanosecond during a 5-hour podcast live stream? You got to remember every detail. Remind him. Remind him. If you that hurt, you hold on, nigga, this is years ago. Now, you're forgetting when you said something about me on a podcast. Was it in response? Was it in response to something you said to him? Why are you not bringing that up? Why are you not bringing up the fact that your channel was failing before you started talking about Fresh and Fit? I remember y'all doing a video where you was explaining why your numbers were low. That video probably can't be found no more. I'll probably have to just look through my archive.
And this guy was just such a coward about it. It made me look at him very differently right away.
He said, I was going to get taken to the cleaners if I met a baddie.
Well, here's the thing. So you can only go off. You can only assume. That's what human nature is, right?
I also find it funny that he came with the smoke.
Yes. So whenever this guy talks big and he says all this huffing and puffing, just know he's actually quite the big pussy when it comes to things like this. But it was just
this from the guy who's ducking the boxing match. Abba refuses to. So keep this in mind, guys, for when we get to the boxing match segment.
Funny moment to me. Did you have your RP awakening?
No.
How come you haven't awakened yet?
I like sleeping, nigga.
April 26, 2021, as you guys know, Abba came down to Miami and did a podcast with us, and Preach called in back from Canada. You guys can go and watch the interview. I can link it below if you guys want. But yeah, Preach was basically being a little bitch throughout the entire interview, acting as if he doesn't want to be there or whatever.
What? I didn't know who these guys were. I had no clue who they were. Abba introduced them to me. And, we're going to do a podcast. This and that doesn't tell much. They asked me a question. So I'm like, all right, let me take in consideration what's going on, and let me formulate what I have to say.
Wait, are you going to talk about the thing with the?
Yes.
Hold on. No. Okay. You know what? Why don't I pull up?
There's some people that don't know how to have conversation with people they're attracted to. They freeze up and they're just like, so yeah, they don't know how to act.
So yeah, just gave him an example. So what's going on with these masks? No, shit. We got 4,000.
Wait. You're about to point out something to make it seem as if they distracted or deflected from what Preach was saying. But if you pay attention to the clip, Abba's the one instigating and going, whatever. So what's up with the mask? Yo, this is what Abba does. This nigga will set things in motion and be like, look how they were acting, even though we were hyping it up on the side, and I pretty much didn't even pay attention to what Preach was saying, so I can put focus on the fact that they were wearing masks. That was Abba that did that.
4,900.
Look at my
I can't see. 4,921 of you niggas in here. Yeah. Like you goddamn video, you nigga watchers. You nigga watchers. I was looking at the YouTube numbers, and over 55% of you guys don't like the video. You fucking nigga watchers, this shit's pissing me off. You gotta make threats right now. Like the video, sub to the channel.
And you're not laughing, so this is funny.
Right now, guys. Do it right now. Do it not.
What's the issue?
We're gonna do it. You're gonna do it right now.
No, don't do it. We have guests in house. We have guests in house.
Yo, we gotta make threats. What are we gonna do to them? Guys, they don't like the video. Right now, you're gonna see my feet and you're gonna smell them.
No.
We do got guests right now. Don't do it. All right. How many likes we got right now?
We got about 2.7K likes.
Oh, no. You don't like the video right now. Fucking ninja watchers. They don't like shit. Right now, this sucks. You guys gotta like the goddamn video right now. I'm right now.
All right, Ninja out.
What were you thinking when you saw that?
All right, I do think the bit went a little bit too long. I'm not mad at the bit. I'm not mad at it. I just think it went too long. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. You wilding out. Now it's getting a little hectic there, buddy.
I'm the guest on your show. You ask me a question. I take the time to answer your question, even though
No. That was Abba that disrupted. Let's be clear. That was Abba that did that. But I do think the bit went a little bit too long.
If I don't agree with what you're saying, I'm like, all right, let me give this a try. You interrupt me for what?
They didn't interrupt you.
Like, it's long.
That shit's dope.
I agree with that. It is, the bit was long. Pause.
Hey man, listen.
It was going on and on and on. There was no point. I didn't understand what they were saying. What was this about? I tried to comprehend. And I'm trying to make eye contact with Abba. Like, dude, what is going on?
Virtual?
And the only, oh man, it was crazy. It's like, what was that? They come back on screen and they start talking, and I'm like,
so we're not gonna talk about
wait,
this?
we're not gonna talk.
Look at kidnaps.
It was a bit.
I like the video, please.
I'm a preach.
Wait, are these two comedians acting as if they don't understand a bit? I thought Abba and Preach were comedians. Whatever.
Was that funny or was that crazy?
No, it was it.
Preach, what's your thought?
I didn't know I was.
Maybe it's a segment that I'm not aware of.
Wow, you should have rehearsed that thing. Hey.
You were being nice.
I was trying to be nice.
You were trying to be nice.
I was trying to be nice. Yeah, because you know.
But you know what? Being nice is fucking feminine, and that's why you gay.
Yas.
One of the debates that we had was about paying for box, right?
Wait,
Our
what?
position was, we don't think guys should be paying for box because you're not going to get genuine burning desire. Their position was, hey, pay for box anyway, it doesn't matter.
No, that's not what our position was. And even him, I'm going to play the clip of what we actually said. But
I know some girls who work in escorting, and they tell me like they got regular dudes, very respectful. They follow the same protocol, and for them, it's just a good way to get their rocks off because they're into weird stuff, or maybe they're just like, man,
they
I work too much. I gotta be. I'm in town for a weekend. You ready? Cool, let's go. Let's do this. And it's simple. So the
position was simple. The reason,
But maybe it's just me. I'm cool on that. I'm good.
why some people might be inclined to go to sex workers and why it might be good for them. I gave two reasons. One of them,
Good for them is
you have like a weird
crazy.
kink. Maybe you're just one of those people who needs somebody who's a professional, because not everybody's going to be able to go to a regular person with their weird kinks. And the second example I gave is that there's some people who are very wealthy and they like to travel. And sometimes when they travel in the city, they don't have time to go dating apps.
You into debauchery, bro. Like, what kind of, maybe you like some nasty, weird jank that someone, nigga, I still don't think that's a reason for you to be hiring professionals. Just personally, I think you should still be out here just doing the right thing, and maybe you'll meet the one that's into that. Maybe, who knows?
Do all this stuff. So they might just hire someone. When people go to Vegas, that's why they get an escort, for example. That's why I'll say another shout out to me. I had a decent globe, right? Showing up as someone's Ethiopian auntie. That outfit was crazy.
You still, Nikki, how is your outfit that you wearing now different from what you was wearing back then? It's the same outfit almost.
Crazy. I had a decent glow up, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, see,
100%.
and that's why they say you're gay. You need to stop being nice and complimentary, bro.
Fuck you, nigga.
Much better.
Okay.
Proud of you, bro.
Yeah, if we get demonetized, you know why. It's my fault. My bad. That's how you do it, Myron. When you get demonetized, you just say it was my fault. Carry on.
That's not the way to go.
Respect. We had a good discussion on it. You know, buried the
Like, these niggas is like beyond petty. I don't even think that's petty. It's just feminine and messy.
hatchet on some things that we didn't agree with, and it was pretty much done. And then on top of that, it was such a good discussion that Abba actually came back and did the after hour show later on that night.
This nigga lies like he breathes. I didn't come back and do the second show. I went in for the first show, and they're like, by the way, we're going to start the second show in 30 minutes. So I was like, all right, I'm already here. But I was already on the fence. So
You're a nincompoop. Are you dead ass? If they're saying you came back for the second show, that means you decided to come to or be on the second show. How is anything that Myron just said wrong right now? You were on the second show. You could have just left earlier, right?
a little bit.
Oh, in the meantime, you sent me a text. Help me. You really did.
Facts.
I was like, because I was like, how's the show? Because I was really off of it. And I was like, so I was it's like, yo, help me. I'm like, I'm here. You're over there.
And I need you guys to go back to 2021. At the time, I wasn't really familiar with these guys that deeply. I didn't know how weird they were. Okay. So I stayed for the after hour show. And if you watch me on the after hour show, I was weirded out throughout the whole show. They did a bunch of stuff.
So you were on the after hour show
beforehand and during the show that I didn't like. One thing I asked them is don't bring a bunch of 19-year-olds to the fucking show and the panel. Because I'm not interested in talking with 19-year-olds about dating and marriage. Like that's and sure enough, and I also asked them just to make sure the panel wasn't exclusively white. And what did they do? It was like entirely white passing people. So, you know,
see, they say things like this, and I expect you to just glimpse over it. White passing. First of all, let's just put this out. Who are you to try to dictate how their show is run and who could be on their show? That's number one. Two, that's the most racist. I don't want to do nothing with no white people. What? And then second, they still accommodated and brought whoever, right? But your problem is not that it was an all white panel, but it was white. Let me put my light in now. Passing. As in the girls with lighter skin. So that means it could have been Spanish girls there, could have been black girls, just as long as they was, if they was light skin, that wasn't an issue. Yeah, sick of this woke stuff, bro. These leftists is bugging.
It's fine. It wasn't like a big thing for me, but then throughout the whole thing, and just the arguments that they were having and the kicking people out, when you're really there and you're watching, it's like, this is so unnecessary. I was able to have calm discussions with everybody. These guys were very antagonistic and unproductive.
American white people are all white people. He met all white people. He didn't want no white people on panel with him in any way, shape, and form. And he got mad because the girls that were there that were of color, the color wasn't dark enough for him. This nigga is Dr. Umar.
So by the halfway point, I was already over it. And then he asked me to stay for the after hour. I'm like, nigga, I'm out. I called somebody and I was out of that bitch. And I didn't go back since then. So
who cares?
That's a more accurate description, but it's okay.
But they come out with a video called Fresh and Fit Are Capping Hard. We debated on legalizing selling poom poom. Now, I thought this was weird because in my eyes, I was like, wait, you were just here 4 months ago. We already had a discussion on this. Why would you put a video out saying that we're liars? You know, we lay into them, right? We start roasting them. I start making fun of Abba and Preach.
Now, wait. Abba, why didn't you do that to their face? A month later? Come on.
I start making fun of Preach, his fat wife or his fat girlfriend, whatever it was. We say some shit like we're going to send him back to a boat, send him back to Haiti in a boat, whatever. We're just fucking around, right? Talking shit. Because these guys are supposed to be comedians. These guys are supposed to be funny and have a sense of humor. And we're like, yo, you know what? We'll challenge y'all to a boxing match, right? I box Abba, Fresh boxes Preach. So they drop a video the next day, and it's called August 17, 2021, called They Talked About His Wife, Asked Him to Box, so Preach Accepted.
I see the video, and I'm like, oh, bet. He calls me, and he's like, you want film? I'm like, yeah. So Abba doesn't know at all what I was about to. I didn't even know what I was about to say.
If you watch that video, actually, you could see me start chuckling because I'm realizing what he's saying.
Like, what? And mind you, I'm going to give you a behind the scene. Is I get to his place.
You're talking about when he did the fake tough guy act and started acting like he trained at TriStar. It's like, I trained with George St. Pierre. No, you don't. You didn't even know Daniel Cormier's name.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you. No, you have to say. I'll tell you what he did. Because I was sitting editing, and this guy opens the door to my room. He doesn't take off his backpack. I think you had some on your back, right?
I was on my motorcycle, so I had my backpack. Yeah.
So this guy comes up, and he's just... and I'm facing forward, and he's just hovering.
And he turns around, he's like, nigga, you good?
And then he looks at me, he goes like this. He goes,
yeah?
Yeah.
Why was he hovering over you?
Listen, I didn't even know what I was about to say. And he starts speaking the whole video. I don't say squat. And the problem in this I'm going to tell you what the problem is that I believe that we're from a different generation. A generation that when you used to talk like that person is going to pull up. And I was like, yo.
I love how he's saying all these things, but ignoring that the person next to him is a huge pussy. Like, the person next to you don't want to do any of these things. So why are you not holding him accountable the same way you are trying to or attempting to hold accountable for Fresh and Fit? It's just like, come on, man. Rules for thee, not for me.
My parents, I'm supposed to go see my parents in the States. So I'm supposed to go. So let's go. I was like, yeah, I'm going to take both of y'all. I'm going to take one bitch and I'm going to take the other bitch.
He said the big guy with the girly lisp is funny. Funny acting.
Twin sisters. That's what happened.
You know what?
I didn't even know.
But this is how you know Preach is just aura farming. Because like the line isn't good, but because he said it, it's fire. And it's stuck ever since.
And what's funny to me is that I already accepted it and he's trying to twist it like.
Just mean y'all D-riding. That's all that mean. That just mean y'all D-riding, bro. That's it.
Yeah, Abba refused. Hey, I'm still here. I'm the original acceptor.
Abba still refused.
Like
and you were also the insulted party.
I'm the one that got insulted. I'm the one. I'm still.
No, Fresh and Fit got insulted. What is wrong with y'all? With this, I'm the victim. I'm the victim. That's all you keep saying. You the victim? Okay. You go, girl. You the victim. Okay. Now let's hold Abba to accountability. They challenged him. Well, Myron challenged him. Fresh challenged you. Only person you should be talking to now is Fresh. And by the way, if I can say I'm a Fresh and Fit fan, it's because I'm a Myron fan. I'm not really a Fresh fan too much. I ain't really a Fresh fan. I'm more a Myron fan. So say whatever you want to say to Fresh. But I don't see nothing that Myron is doing wrong in this situation. At all. At all. He didn't turn down no fades.
There, you try to no. It's Abba. No. It was me.
No. So like, I don't know if y'all guys from the hood, but if you from the street, if you got into something with one person and you like, me and you, and now their friend comes up, nah, me and you. That sound crazy, right? With me personally, I'd be like, Abba got to go first. I don't mind. Fades could be caught. Abba got to go first. He don't just get to like snicker in the background and record with his phone like a pussy. No. He got to get in the field too. And then I would make Fresh get in the field. If I was Myron, Fresh gonna get in the field. But Abba got to get in the field too. So like this, the whole way that he's thinking is like weird. He makes it seem like he's like Billy Badass, like this nigga preaches Chuck Norris or something. He ain't about that life. I can see it. I can see it in his eyes. Look at him.
Versus you too.
Later on that night, guys, we do after hours. So they dropped their hit piece on us about we disrespected his wife and his country, and then we dropped this video right here. We did.
Y'all calling them Apple and what y'all calling Apple and Peach? That's funny. They are Apple and Peach.
After hours, but we said this at the beginning of the after hours show. Real fast. On this podcast, we talk about accountability.
And then fit more.
And we are not above taking accountability. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, we made a mistake. Okay? It is not cool to insult a man's country and or wife live on air.
And at this point, guys, we were done with it. As you guys know,
no, they were not.
They kept making videos because they realized if you make videos on Fresh and Fit, you're going to get a lot of views because these guys were dead before we showed up, honestly. And you guys can see, if you look at their social blade stats, they're getting like maybe 10K. They had like 1.3 million. These guys were fucking dead in the water until we started making fun of them. And so we got into this.
The AI pictures, come on, B.
I just want to point everything on Preach, knowing that damn well both of us are not going to fight Preach, bro. Come on, man. Preach can't fight all your battles, and we'll show you guys all the text messages. That's one of the biggest lies that they tell to this day, saying that we ran away from the boxing match. It was Abba that ran away from the boxing match. It wasn't Preach, it wasn't me, and it wasn't Fred.
Did you see that?
The AI pictures is funny.
The AI picture.
They wild. OJ just cry hilarious kid front. But they wild with those.
What did they do to Walter? Why does Walter have?
What did it do to him? Back it up. They'll bring it back.
That shit seemed like fresh made those.
What did it to him? You know damn well that Twiggy don't look like that.
Do you think he put in the prompt whiten my skin?
Nigga, this of course is done for fucking how you call it, for jokes. Just to say it's for jokes, right? Myron is pretty fit though. He works out. That's why I'm confident he could whoop Ab out easy, nigga. Easy. I remember they was trying to make fun of his boxing training videos. I don't see Abba doing no boxing training. But this is clearly for jokes, bro.
Please.
Just for jokes.
I feel like that was in the prompt.
Yo, we're talking shit about his wife and his country. Bro, number one, that wasn't his wife. Dumbass Preach goes on the Saucecast, and this is what he says.
Instead of going after what we said.
Let me read what y'all saying in chat. What's up, Zoop? How you doing? What's up, G-Rock? What was Abba and Preach's worst take? They got a lot of bad ones, if I'm just being honest. Because I used to watch them, right? I used to be a fan of this, and then they started like going from red pill more to like purple to blue, like this weird transformation. But they've had some bad takes. For me to sit here and list all of them, that'd be crazy. Based off of memory, nigga. I smoke too much and do too much content. But there's a lot of things that I disagree with. I did a documentary, actually. You're probably better off watching that to get a list of like the bad takes that I really disagree with. But the main one, if we're going to keep focus, is this. This is one of their bad takes. This is one of the plethora of their bad takes, right? And they're showing just blatant hypocrisy right in front of our faces. They're searching for reasons to cuddle. I wouldn't put that past Abba or Preach.
About their takes, they went personal. That was August or something like that.
A lot of this stuff that I disagree with leans more towards their super Dr. Umar pro-black stances on things. And some masculinity things too as well, because it feels like once they capitalized off of the red pill wave to gain subscribers, that they switched a lot of their stances like crazy.
I was like,
way later.
They found a picture of someone, and I'm going cheek to cheek with that person, right? We're cheeks to cheeks, and we're blowing a kiss. And they took that picture and they said, "That's his wife." Got him. It's not my wife.
No, got you, you fucking liar.
So why are you trying to fight and do all this? So if they weren't even talking about your wife, why are you trying to fight them in defense of your wife? Like, you're lying. You just admitted that you pretty much did all of this just for the algorithm. You continued some fake ass beef.
So let's get this straight. You guys go ahead and orchestrate an entire fucking beef of us insulting your wife and your country. You run with it for views and clout, and you guys try to make the situation look a lot worse than it really was.
We
and you lied and kept up with the lies for a year plus after the fact to go ahead and try to paint us as assholes for making fun of your fat wife.
I feel like, remember that guy who was like manipulation?
Yeah.
He's low IQ. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What happened was he called your wife a bunch of names.
Yeah.
And then in a future stream, then just threw a picture up and said, "That's the person."
They were all boys being boys.
But he just spoke about your wife without anything. So that's why I don't know why he's pretending like
exactly. But that's what he's trying to spin the narrative and saying that
one of their second channels used to be a podcast channel that Preach had with his wife. This woman that he's saying is not his wife. He was presenting as his wife, if I'm not mistaken, quite some time. Right. So no, that they were talking about this woman. You claim that was your wife, then later on claim that it wasn't, which means they were never talking about your wife.
We orchestrated that. We didn't tell you, hey, by the way, okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna insult my wife, and we're gonna. But it's not what happened. You willy-nilly decided to do that.
Yep.
Willy-nilly. Go personal. Yep. That was you. And it came to me after that. And people reported it by the way they used the picture of, And then I went and looked and I saw that they sent me a clip of what happened and who you saying.
You want to know?
So I haven't seen none of that.
You want to know how this is not true? You never ever posted a picture of it. You never claimed that, not a single time, because that's not our claim. Now, we both know the individual that they posted the picture of.
Yeah,
and
started doing
it annoyed us a lot because it sent unnecessary harassment to somebody who has nothing to do with anything.
Man,
so
shut
these guys
up.
dox this person for no reason.
Didn't you say that person they didn't dox her? They didn't, come on. How did they dox her if it's a public picture taken from Preach's account that he posted? That would mean that Preach doxed her. Like, you're bugging. And isn't this person a comedian? How you dox a public figure who has had their face on things a plethora of times, including Preach's profile? These things is idiots, but they know that their woke fans are just going to like support anything that they say. Doxed her. They didn't dox nobody.
Reason. Didn't know who she was. A bunch of people sent her a lot of hate and hateful comments. So imagine you're just existing and all of a sudden you get a brigade of people. I don't know if you thought this, but I thought this. It would feel really weird if they're like, "Oh, this is his wife. Look how ugly she is," and then you come out afterwards and be like, "Oh my God, that's not my wife." It's like, why would you disown the person that you know?
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know if you guys realize how many people have contacted me about Myron in his childhood.
Yes.
Friends sent me high school pictures of his family, a whole bunch of. I've never posted any of it because at the end of the day, no matter how rich this guy might be, no matter how much.
You posted his school pictures though, right? That's why I keep getting that joke from Boys Being Boys, right? When he was on like some kind of high school or college team. And there was some pictures with him with his like teammates. Y'all keep using those pictures from his past, from when he was in school, right? In a way to insult him. But then you're sitting here in front of our face. I'm like, we would never do that. And your fans are so stupid that they're going to keep on saying the Boys Being Boys jokes, not either knowing the reference or ignoring the reference. And they go, yeah, Abba and Preach has never done that. Come on, let's get through this video, man.
I'm upset with his parents for allowing this person to
losers.
Exist, right? I
Liar.
would never think of ever posting
super lying losers.
I've always thought it was strange that they never talk about their personal lives. They never talk about what they do. But then again, when you're someone like Abba who's getting pegged while you're on all fours, you probably don't want to share too much because it's probably embarrassing. Because at the end of the day, he's a sodomite and he's never going to be able to live that shit down.
I always love when he says this.
Yes.
Because they keep playing this clip of me where I talk about the fact that I had a girl eat my ass. And they're like, "Nigga, you're gay." And I'm like, okay. I guess me doing sexual stuff with a woman is gay. Sure.
Yeah, it is.
Whatever you say.
Well, it is.
I'm super gay for ladies.
It is.
Whatever.
It is. What's not gay is having a whole ass girlfriend, not sleeping with her. That's not gay. That's not gay.
That's not actually. Wait, did you just deflect Aber getting freaky deaky? With, oh, he has a girlfriend that he wasn't intimate with. And then say that's okay.
I'll demolish you. You know I'll f you up. You know it. I'll make you the fucking sodomite that you really are, you fucking pussy.
How are you gonna do that? Are you gonna wait? No, pause. No.
He asked that with excitement. Preach asked that like he was happy to hear an answer. Like,
let's take a little moment to dissect that. I will make you the sodomite that you really are. So
let's think.
I'm gonna be honest. I could do without all of this type of talk. There's a reason why I skipped past a certain portion of Pulp Fiction. I don't want to even hear about that. Can we get past? I know you want to stay on this. Look at him. He like, girl, let's talk more about this. We don't have to talk more about this. Move on. It's fine.
Let's think.
Move on.
So that means that what you're gonna sodomize him? One, that makes you gay and also a sodomite. That's great.
Yes. Oh, I gotta skip it. Yeah. Come on, my nigga. Is this video even gonna get monetized now?
One second. Just bring it back right there.
Why was that?
Edward dude grabbing him from behind.
Didn't you just say that you don't post pictures like that? They just said, and this is how nasty the left is. They will blatantly, in front of your face, lie. Like, we would never do it. And then 20 seconds later, show proof that they do exactly that.
Let me smell you, brother. My question is, where's his other hand?
And let's not forget, this is to distract you from the clear evidence. I don't even think they're going to play the rest of the footage of Abba admitting all the nasty things he likes to do. They're not going to mention it. They don't want to speak. No, let's just do exactly what we said we don't do. Post pictures with him from college or something. Mischaracterize it, right? Just so we could deflect what a nasty, degenerate Abba is. And mind you, his friend's Destiny. That says it all.
Okay, carry on. Carry on. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's fine. It's okay.
Here we go.
My bad.
No, cuddling. Look, that's not gay.
Some people in the chat saying the Fresh and Fit and Abba and Preach beef is getting old and tiresome. Yeah. So why is, what's his name? Abba and Preach keeping this going? Why is Abba and Preach stretching this for the money? It's for the dollars.
I've been to a lot of concerts. I ain't never been by one of my homies because like, because he's like in the ear and shit. But hey,
sorry, you want to do it?
Yeah.
This is nasty.
he up in there.
Ew.
That's crazy, right?
Calm down, Diddy.
I looked at those pictures.
Calm down, Diddy.
Yo, shout out to Tree of Logic. But
that's disgusting. And then they put her, and I'm talking about them putting Tree of Logic's name at the bottom saying exposed by, giving her credit for this nasty, how do you say, propaganda. Let's take some pictures from them from school, which, mind you, they just said they don't do that. Put it up. Make it seem as if playing with his, I guess you could say, what's the term for it? Whatever he likes in the bedroom, flipping that to make him seem like he's less of a man and we shouldn't be listening to the words, the opinions of this man because of what we're insinuating that he likes in the bedroom. But then they'll also say that there's nothing wrong with that. That's for showing you that they're using the alphabet community, the label of the alphabet community, as a weapon to go against someone who doesn't like them or they're beefing with. They'll vote pro-gay when it benefits them to get views, but then use that as a diss to attack someone. So you're saying that, in your opinion, Abba and Preach, it's a bad thing, if that's true. But also, the fuck, who cares? Why is this a topic? Exposed by Tree of Logic. You talking about the chick that on a regular basis just tries to emasculate men? Like she gets off on that shit? That's who look, make sure you go and follow the person that exposed this. This is nasty. Right? If there was anything wrong with being a part of the alphabet community, because personally, I don't give a damn. Right? Right? Like, this is just nasty work. Meanwhile, Preach will cry that they'll show like videos of him dancing with a tutu on. He'll cry about that. Oh man, you insinuating. But then this is what they do constantly. And mind you, on a regular basis, these motherfuckers have made songs about this shit. So for the people in chat that's asking, why does this keep going? It's because of these losers, the hypocrisy, them weaponizing not only the black community, but the alphabet community. And then you are shouting out someone who's literally made it their mission to emasculate men on a regular basis. That's their content. Oh yeah, I don't know why the manosphere doesn't like Ab and Preach. I have no idea.
Look, I wanted to be open-minded. I haven't. Doesn't this look like a fucking Levi's commercial?
Hey, Holla Girl, how you doing? How are you?
Not look like an ad for jeans somehow. I don't know.
Yeah.
Literally never been sitting in like a booth and laid back into another man's lap. And while he, nah, I'm sorry. Listen. You call me gay all you want for what I do with women. Sure, I don't care. Like it just doesn't bother me. And you know, if you think I'm gay, great. I had no plans.
Remember, they just said they don't do this. We would never post some pictures from when. Okay. So what about all the guys in those photos? Do you know them? So you just dox them?
I'm fucking you anyway. So what you think about my sexuality? Chef's kiss.
Their channel went up, and we can show you guys the Social Blade stats if you guys want to see. When this beef started, I showed you guys the numbers. They were getting 10K followers per.
So he's saying that we needed him to grow, but if you just look at the own evidence that he posted, this guy's.
You use them to grow.
Maybe, I don't know. Shout out. At least he posted the real thing. You can just see that we're growing the whole time. And we keep growing. 200 total million views. We hit that in January before that. And then we just kept climbing afterwards.
You can actually see clear bumps within that. And then it becoming more stagnant to where the growth is super slowed down, and then it hitting other bumps around the times when you started talking about Fresh and Fit.
Because we hit that in January before that. And then we just kept climbing afterwards. Did that initial part of the beef give us a spike? Sure. But we were growing the whole time.
I hate these niggas. Yo, you disagree just to agree. This is insane. Just so you could cover your tracks. Sneaky, bro. Ab is a very sneaky destiny ass nigga.
Myron to me is a pay pig. You know what those are? You know what like those sex workers call to do, and they're like, "Hey, you loser, go into your bank account, transfer $30." No,
you would know this. You would know these details, Abba.
$1,000 because you're a loser, good for nothing dweeb.
You would know these details.
Would be lucky to be able to sniff my feet after a long day on the elliptical. You understand that? The pay pig is like, I'll make you a sodomite, right? So at the end of the day, that's how I see Myron. Myron, every time I see him, I'm like, hey, free paycheck.
So you use it for money.
And I need simps like you to keep.
And this is against terms of service for YouTube, but it's cool, right? Because he's woke and on the left. They're not going to pay it any mind. I've seen people lose their monetization because of this. He's on the left. They're not going to focus on it. It's cool. But he just admitted that the only reason why they are continuing the beef, the people that asked in chat, not going at you, but just clarifying, you got your answer. You got your answer. Fresh and Fit are just responding. He is telling everybody, I'm doing this for the money, guys.
Keep making content because it's just free money.
When we get back to Canada, we're going to make 20 more Fresh and Fit videos and pay for another vacation. You know what?
Why did he include that clip?
I know, man. That's stupid.
Why?
That's such a L.
Hey, that's
because they included it because it proved their point in what you just said. You're here just for the money. That's why you keep continuing the beef, the imaginary joint.
Crazy. This man's stalking my Instagram for those. What did I say here? I didn't move an inch. Fuck all that.
So if you post something from his Instagram or any account that's not on YouTube, it's what? Journalism? You're posting videos and photos of him in college. But he's stalking my Instagram. Yo, it's crazy, bro. The rules for thee, not for me mentality that the left has is insane. Forever the victim.
Halfway price. You think I made 70 plus videos on those Fresh and Fit suckers just to get sucked out of my Fresh and Fit money? My mama need a third condo. Facts.
Disgusting.
Facts. I might actually get her a fourth condo if they get remonetized. Thank you, YouTube.
Then we go to Barbados for what? Coconut, nigga.
Yo, next trip we should go to Barbados.
Let's go to Barbados.
Let's go.
It's supposed to be our heroes, huh? It's the left hero, right? This who the left rock with.
Interview people who knew Walter Weeks back in the day. Yeah, how many people from Barbados have contacted us about these guys?
Yeah, about the time you farted in that class.
And then,
anyways.
That's Barbados. Yeah, it'll be the best vacation, bro.
If you guys want to go ahead and keep watching Gayness and Reach, please.
All right, that was the end of that segment. So that's the whole thing. You know, Myron crying the whole time. As far as what I think about it, I don't really have much thoughts. You know, people are like, "Oh, Abba, you guys are obsessed." Sure, whatever, man. Same way, like people are like, "Abba, you're gay."
You are.
Sure, whatever you say.
Just beyond that, I don't care how much you talk about somebody, but the hypocrisy is crazy. You clown him for doing something and then do it a second later, or admit that you do it, or you're lying and say you don't do something, and then a second later you do it. That's my biggest issue with this, and the fact that you keep admitting, I'm only doing this for money. You know, I'm just, continuing the series, following the story. They're a topic and I'm covering them as a topic. No, it's just blatant. Well, I'm just trying to, get more money for vacations.
Honestly, he's just a pay pig. I like to make fun of him because it's just easy. Anything else?
Don DeMarco.
You know what I love thinking about?
What?
I just imagine this guy in his room practicing his speeches and be like, "Oh, you fucking losers now."
What speech? We are better than this speech?
Yeah,
of course. By next year, we'll lap you, crickets.
Like, think about it. We make a video on this guy, and this is how he gets.
College, and I was waking up every fucking morning at 5 o'clock. I didn't feel like it. Felt like shit. Dizziness because I had to run 7 miles, rowing all the time, going to the gym, etc. Training 3, 4, 5 times a fucking day for hours on end. I was like, God damn, this sucks. But I thank God that I went through it. It gives you the confidence. It gives you the backbone. Be able to stand there on your 2 feet, 10 toes down and say what the fuck you want to say because you've been through more than other motherfuckers. A lot of you guys have now suffered enough and you wonder why no one respects you because you're a bitch. You're a bitch. You're sitting in this chest like, well, yeah, just network with millionaires. I don't know if we're going to make it. Oh, now everyone's going to become a millionaire. You're a pussy. What the fuck is wrong with you? If you suffered enough, no one will stop you from getting it. Okay? You're going to have the mindset that I have. I will not lose. These 2 pussies in Canada try to destroy us. Guess what happens? We became even stronger from that shit. I'm like, say it. You hit me?
Wait. Did Abba just introduce us as, oh, well, this is just because we made a video? I thought this was because they got demonetized, or... And also, I ain't mad at a little motivational speech, bro. If you never been through struggle, you sitting here crying over some, oh, he raised his voice, then this ain't for you. It's okay to just not watch. But whatever.
I lived through the battle and I get stronger after the fact. Now we're number 1 men's podcast in the world. Those 2 clowns tried to destroy us and they failed. I want your opponents to fear you. Have the fear of God. If I ever run into this mother, he's gonna beat the shit out of me. That's what I want because you have the fierce tenacity that no one can fucking.
I don't see that shit. I don't see that shit at all.
That voice crack betrayed him.
Yeah, damn.
He was kind of consistent. That voice
Can
crack.
y'all get the zoom off of Aunt Mama? We don't need to see Preach doing his little neck roll every time somebody says something.
Hard to watch.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish I could get like this passionate about this shit, but I just don't care enough. You know, like, I don't know. I don't have this like feeling that he has. But whenever he's like, Abba, box me, I'm like, give me a reason. Like, you haven't given me a reason to. Like, you care about me.
What?
I don't care enough about you to do it.
Okay, so give them a reason to box Preach. Like, so softy, bro. This is somebody I can never respect. He probably gonna strike my channel. He's done it to channels before, unless you D Chanel. You thick, you good. He ain't gonna strike you.
So once you give me a reason and give me some sense of motivation to do it, then I might indulge. Anything else?
I like training, so
you're just looking for an excuse for a little sparring partner.
Sparring is fun.
Yeah, I find this
spar
dude
with you.
It's kind of repetitive, a little bit dull.
If we just spar,
repetitive? Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's for fun.
I wish I could say something new, but it's just like
there's nothing new. It's the same thing over and over and over again.
Shout out to whoever did his hair transplant, though.
So why do you keep talking about it if that's the case? Like, yo, fam, this is crazy. I can see why y'all wanted me to take a look at this.
Holy shit. That hairline, like he said, make me Indian and just push that shit up to like here. Like he had the East African going back and and now you got a proceeding hairline. And it's just
a proceeding.
And it's just moving forward, just encroaching on his.
Okay. All right. I don't know what the hell we even talking about at this point. I don't know what even is this. Anyway, it's corny. Corny as hell. That was just trash. Yeah, I don't even got nothing else to say about that. That was garbage. These dudes are losers. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Hit the like button. Just hypocrisy after hypocrisy. Just straight lies. What do you do?